with Nate Earl. You know, he's back.
That's right. What's going on?
He's back in here, and we got a special guest up in here. You know, we got a little nephew up in here today, Doir. Let's give the hand claps to Doir. He up in here. Yeah. So he gonna be helping us out, man. So like we said last time Nate was here, man, he got a lot of knowledge, man. So we gonna use it to our advantage, man. So man, we said the playoffs when it started, man. So we in here now watching the Spurs and the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors is smashing them right now. They up by 23. So we know that's gonna happen. So we're gonna start with that one. That'll be our first one. We're gonna do our prediction on. I'm gonna say they're gonna get swept.
Yeah, they getting swept.
So y'all say the same thing?
They getting swept.
Yeah.
I think they'll get a game. I think they'll sneak a game. I think they'll get bored in one game and fall asleep at the wheel. And I think San Antonio will get one game.
One game? Maybe game 4? Cause you know they're gonna be up 3-0.
Yeah.
They're gonna come in and fight for it.
Yeah,
So like they
you know,
always do.
what I'm saying? Like, hey,
So Dior, you say sweet?
Yeah, I say sweet.
It's sweet.
I just like they're not really ready with it.
Nah. So yeah, so what's the next name, Nate? What we got next game?
next game, like, right? We just moving on right there.
Yeah,
that's a wrap.
But let's go back because I seen they had like a little update talking about they said something about Kawhi. His quad is still messed up, so he gonna miss game 1. He coming back or something.
They still trying
It's
to keep
a
the
wrap.
story on that.
It's
They trying
over.
to keep a different narrative. What are they doing?
You ain't fooling us.
You know what I think is that I think you know what they do. The in-game analysis is a little bit more PC.
Okay.
So they can't try and keep the narrative a little bit on the upswing. So when they talk about things like somebody out, they say, "Oh yeah, they got to keep it real PC. You got to look at the injury report. You can't be making presumptions. You know what I'm saying in the in-game analysis." So I think that's what happens. You know, even though we know that dude's gone. That dude's not gonna be in black and silver ever again in his life. So.
Yeah.
But
and
you know,
where you say he go? I say he gonna go either Houston or OKC, cause I think Paul George leaving the Thunder. So I'm gonna say those two teams. Where you think he'll go? Or maybe he could go LA. I guess. Maybe.
Man, you know, I don't know, man. I wouldn't. Like I said, we talked about the last time we were in here, Marcus. We talked about how the tide's going to change.
Yeah.
And I believe that. I don't know. I wouldn't rule out Kawhi going to the Eastern Conference.
Okay.
There's some, you know, you got young talent out there. You know, you got young talent in Milwaukee, and you got young talent in Philly, and you know, you got young talent in, you know, even Indiana. You know what I'm saying? They look promising.
Indiana. Yeah.
You know, so. You know, I wouldn't rule out any of the teams on the East Coast, you know, trying to work to get Kawhi over there. You know what I mean? I wouldn't just stay in the West if I was Kawhi. You know, like I said, you know, you never know. LeBron could just be like, you know what? You know, I'm going to go with the Lakers because I know, you know, Magic is working. You know, Magic is working right now.
Yeah.
You know, Magic is working
He
right
working
now.
real hard.
And I believe he'll try and get Paul George, of course.
Yeah, I think that's a lock.
He's going to try and sneak in a all-star guard too, maybe within a trade. Try and sneak in somebody like, you know, a strong guard like a Bill type, a Lillard type. You know what I'm saying? So in a trade or something like that. So he's working. So you know, LeBron go out west, Kawhi go out east.
Okay.
You know, it could happen. You know what I mean?
So, Dio, what you think? Where you think he gonna go?
To be honest, I really don't know where Kawhi's gonna go.
No.
To be honest, I feel like he's so low key.
Yeah.
You know
That's another thing. Yeah, he's
so
quiet.
I don't really know where he would end up. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't know. 'Cause like I said, I don't think he's gonna stay though. So you think he gonna stay? There's a chance staying, or he gone?
No, I think he's gone.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
gone.
So I think he's gone too.
Yeah.
Why Kawhi? That's my new hashtag, y'all. Every time they put up a shot in this series, I'm like, why Kawhi?
Another thing, you think he gonna come back this series?
Nah, man.
Okay, all right.
But why?
So okay, let's go back to let's go to the next game. So Washington, Toronto. So my prediction that series, I'll pick the baby dinosaurs in 6 games.
In 6, huh?
Cause they got Ibaka, you know, he gonna do this thing. DeRozan, you know, Kyle Lowry, you know, they got the big man. What's his Vin Eunice, whatever his name is, the center. Pretty nice. You got
it's like Valish.
Yeah, start with the V. We gonna send the big V.
Yeah, Valanciunas. There you go.
Valanciunas. That's how you say it. I
go.
can think that's what you here for, man. So
I like it.
So, but that's what I pick. Who you pick? This series. Who gonna win?
Man, I like Toronto in 5.
Toronto in 5.
I like Toronto in 5. I think.
So you get a Wizards 1 game?
I give them 1 game.
Dang.
I give them 1 game. I don't like Washington's matchup. I don't know. I don't like them in the playoffs this year. I haven't seen them, but I'm just.
Only reason you saying that because Joey Meeks is out. Because Joey Meeks not playing, that's fine.
I mean,
if he was there, you would pick the Wizards.
I don't know if that would make much of a difference for me. I'm just saying I don't know about Meeks being the X factor.
Joey Meeks. Hey, he's not. Like I was telling Doir earlier, he's not the type of person I would say he getting in trouble because of drugs.
Yeah.
Like was it like weed or something?
No, it wasn't weed. It was like something. It was like something like to your body.
Okay. That makes a little more sense because he don't seem the type to get like drug possession or anything like that. Okay, that makes a little more sense. We could do that. So, Doir, who you pick for the series?
To be honest, I think it might go to 7.
7?
It might.
Okay, he said 7.
Because if Bill and John Wall can get their little duo together, it can go.
But you know, John Wall has come off the injury too, so I don't know, man.
True.
103 to 75.
It might be 67.
Why, Kawhi? Why, Kawhi?
That's all your fault. You know, Ginobili and Parker gonna blame him for this too. That's the only reason we lost this game because of him. Blaming him, like, come on, man. So, all right, is it on 2 games today, or is it more games today?
No, there's 4 games today.
So let's go to the next one. Who's the next one?
All right, so let's see. We got the Heat and the Sixers coming on.
Okay, so that series, man, you can't sleep on the Heat, man. Everybody talking about Sixers gonna win. They probably will win that series, but you can't sleep on the Heat though, man. I think that one will go 6 too.
I'll say 7.
Go 7. Okay.
I'm gonna go 7 with that one.
Well, it'll go 7. Embiid don't come back. Embiid come back. I would say 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 7. The Heat. I think the Heat got a strong 8-man rotation, and I think the Sixers is gonna be tested because they're young. They're inexperienced in the playoffs. And I think the Heat's gonna, put some wisdom behind some of that play, and I feel like they're gonna make it competitive. I think that series is gonna be a good series.
Yeah. So, Dio, what you got that series?
I'll say 6. I'll say 6.
Yeah. So now you said earlier, I said I gave the Rookie of the Year to Donovan Mitchell, but now he's saying that Simmons got locked up. He gonna win the Rookie of the Year, even though he ain't no rookie.
Yeah, I would even without. Okay, let's call Simmons a legitimate rookie.
Okay.
Just for name's sake, just so we not going back and forth with that.
Okay.
And even with that, I'm still giving Mitchell the nod. I'm gonna give him the nod just because. What he has over there working in Utah, and I think he's a prime reason for their success. You know what I mean? It's not to take anything away from Simmons. Man, Simmons got a lot. He got a lot of good stuff going on over there for him. I mean, he has a lot of I think advantages. As far as systematically. You know what I mean? And on paper, he had Joel Embiid. He got And he got, they improved their shooting a lot too, and I think that's because of Simmons. I think the Simmons being engaged and facilitating has improved the shooting. When you have a good facilitator like that, who can distribute the ball in such a manner where everybody's getting the ball on the right seams and everything, the shooting improves. So I give that nod to Simmons. But what Mitchell has been doing, I think. As a player, as an individual player, with
he lost
the losses
Hood,
and stuff like that.
Hood left, Joe Johnson left, and then Gobert, he's been hurt. And he pretty much carried the team as a rookie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
and I feel like offensively, he's like there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
he won the dunk contest, and most people that win the dunk contest, they can't really play basketball, like shoot and all that. Yeah. But he's an all-around. He could dunk, you know what I'm saying? He could shoot.
He can
that three,
man. That 3, man. He has an impressive shot, and Yeah, man. I just like Mitchell overall better than Simmons for this year for this season.
Yeah.
Now, I think the upside,
future,
for the future, the upside for Simmons is really big. Really great. But
the next LeBron, next Magic.
His style matches those two a little bit more than any other players. But
because he's not a jump shooter, LeBron not a jump shooter. He got that kind of later on in his career. He's a pass first guy.
But I think. Well, right now their styles are very similar. But as far as how LeBron has been able to elevate his game year after year, it's something like it's second to none. And I think to compare him right now to LeBron is a little bit, because you got to think about it. Even defensively, LeBron has
that's true.
So again, all this stuff is going to happen as his career goes on. But LeBron's been at it for 15 years now. You know what I'm
15.
saying? And every year it seems like to improve his game somehow.
Yeah, we was in the barbershop talking about it today. Shout out to my boy Beeb. Shout out to Tyler. We was talking about today. So, and another thing, as I mentioned this, when we gonna go ahead and do our own podcast. So we decided to do that. So, the Maarcus Hall Podcast, the sports side is we're gonna have our own sports thing. So y'all look out for that. And I was telling my boy Tyler, he knows a lot about sports. He's a barber. And he gonna be like a Rob Parker. Rob Parker come in on Shannon and Skip. He come in and get his advice.
Yeah, I like that.
He's gonna be that guy. He's kind of controversial too, the type of guy.
Okay.
A good kind of
Yeah.
You might say something you feel, and then he'll come back and turn that whole thing around.
On you. Yeah,
so shout out to Tyler. He gonna be on here with us. So, but yeah. So Sixers. So who's the last game on the day? Who's playing?
Let's see. The last game for the day is Pelicans and the Trailblazers.
And that's gonna be a dope series, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that one's going 7. That's gonna be a really good. If Cousin was playing that, I would say I would pick them in 6. But I think it's an even little matchup, man. So it depends on the guard play, how they play. Because Rondo be playing some good ball right now, so he plays good defense. So we'll see how he play against Lillard. And see if he can kind of slow him down a little bit. If he don't, it's going to be an advantage to the Trailblazers. But, yeah, it's going to be a good series. So, yeah. Bill. Calm down, Bill. He just got hung, y'all. So, y'all see that. So, he just got hung really bad.
Tune in to checking the food.
Yeah, he going to be checking the food. Yeah, he trying too hard. So, but, yeah, like I said, we watching the Warriors Spurs game 1 playoffs. So, we watching that. But, yeah, so I'll say that's going to go 7. And I'll give it to Trailblazers. What you got on that series? Who you got?
Man, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Pelicans on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pelicans in 7.
Oh, okay.
I think just Anthony Davis, man. That's the only reason why I'm gonna
get it. He's a beast. And there's nobody on Trailblazers gonna do anything with him. I think he'll average 35 and up, 35 and 10 in this series, easy.
Yeah.
Because Doir, look up who's the Trailblazers power forward? Who's gonna get me?
Isn't it Myers Leonard?
Like I said, you might know. Yeah, so Myers Leonard, so he ain't got nothing. He can't do nothing with him.
Yeah, look
you might as well go ahead and send on Myers.
I was gonna save this for later. For tomorrow's matchups, but I'm gonna go ahead and
we're gonna do all matchups. We're gonna do the whole playoffs.
Since we talking about Anthony Davis, I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I think he has not only does he have a green light, you know what I mean?
But Cousins out, yeah.
Not only is his green light, but he has that intersection with all the stop signs have been taken down. You know what I mean? So I think Cousins gone. I think he's just like he's playing with house money, and another the reason why. I was gonna save it, but again, when we talk about LeBron later on, I think they share the similar mentality right now. They're both playing with house money. You know what I mean? And I think Anthony Davis playing at house money. I just see him. He was gonna become a superstar, like a superstar. I feel like in this series. So I'm gonna pick Anthony Davis and the Pelicans for that series.
Who you got?
I think the Blazers got it. Cause I feel like when Lillard and McCollum are in their zone, you really can't get them out of it.
Okay.
And I feel like they stick into it.
Yeah.
And plus Anthony Davis can do it by himself. I mean, he's dropping 35.
Who else gonna score?
Yeah, Holiday's not gonna do much.
And Rondo ain't gonna score either.
So I give it to the Blazers. I think the Blazers going to take it.
And how many games?
I think 6.
6, okay.
6. I give
them
6.
Okay. So, let's pick another matchup. We're going to do all the matchups, and we're going to pick who we think going to win, and then we're going to come back to this episode and see who was right and who was wrong.
Right, for sure. Yeah. Right, for sure, because, see, you know, what I'm keeping in mind, you know what I mean, on paper, you know, is one thing. When you have a game you have a game to play the next time around, you say you have a game coming up on your schedule, and you look at the matchups, right? And you say, okay, well, man, the shooting percentage is good over here. I like them. The defense is good over here. I like them. But when you're talking about the playoffs, you're talking about 7-game series. It gets drooling. It slows down. It gets physical. Yeah, some variables come into play.
Yeah, that's what some people don't realize. The playoffs different from the season.
It's a little bit different from the season.
People taking it more serious. Like I seen a little update right now. They asked Paul George. We'll get to that series too. They asked Paul George about holding Mitchell because I guess he's gonna be guarding him. He said, "Y'all forgot about playoff George." Like I forgot about. He said it's a whole different Paul George. So I'm hyped when he said that. I'm like, let's go, man.
Yeah.
So so
playoff George.
Yeah. So matter of fact, let's go there. Utah Thunder.
I'm glad you just brought it up too. Okay, so let's finish up these all the matchups. Okay, so let's do that. All right, so for tomorrow. You got the Bucks and the Celtics.
Okay, Bucks Celtics. That series. That's gonna be another close one. If Kyrie was there, I would say, they'll win in 5. But since Kyrie's not there, I would say, I don't know, man. That's a hard one. I'm gonna pick the Bucks.
Yeah. You say the Bucks. The Bucks don't have a shot.
A shot?
Right here. The Bucks ain't got a shot against the Celtics.
But I just told you Kyrie's not playing.
I know what you said.
Oh.
The Bucks ain't got a shot against the Celtics. They got a shot. They don't know what to do with the Celtics, man. The game plan is too strong right there. And you got all these shooters going on. The Bucks are going to be exposed.
Wow. Okay.
They're going to be exposed.
So how many games then? Since you said they ain't got a shot, it's going to get swept?
Nah, I guess they're going to get one game.
Oh, one game.
But still, you know, that's enough to be like, you know, look. You know, I think the Celtics is going to take care of business.
So what you got, Doir, that series?
That's what's going to happen. They're going to take care of business.
I say Bucks got it, but I say 5 or 6. 5 or 6.
5 or 6. It depends how the Greek Freak, how he come with it. You know, it depends on him. Because that's another person who going to match up with him.
Nobody.
I guess Morris might be, but Morris can't keep up with him, though. So
I'm not going to give...
But it depends on that. Rozier, if he come to play, you know, Brown, he come to play, you know.
I like
Al Horford got to be. Yeah. But right now, the best player on the team right now is Al Horford, though. So, right or no? On the Celtics. Because Gordon and Kyrie's out. So, who's the next best person on the
I don't know if I'm a.
Because you can't.
I'm not gonna evaluate the Celtics off of who the best player is, and that's not why I'm giving them. So
who the ball gonna go through is gonna be a team effort.
Well, again, I know it's the playoffs. I know it's different. I know you gotta have a go-to guy, down the stretch, and that's gonna hurt them just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're just gonna build up such momentum against them. They're not really gonna need that against this team. I think they're gonna have momentum in the shooting and open spacing and all that stuff they're able to create with the ball movement and everything so well. I think their momentum is going to carry them through pretty smoothly in this series. I just believe that for this series in particular, this matchup with the Bucks and the Celtics, I just feel like momentum is going to carry them. You know, the Celtics are going to carry them in such a way that, you know, it's going to be a relatively easy series for them.
Yeah.
Against the Bucks.
All right. So who's that next one tomorrow? Is it Utah?
Pacers and the Cavs.
Oh. So that series, I would say I take Cavs in 5. I give them one game. And it depends on Oladipo and Stevenson. You know, Stevenson always gonna do something this series.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he blew in LeBron ear one time. You know, that little stuff like that, trying to get in LeBron head. Yeah. So you know, he always trying to get under his skin. So, but yeah, I don't think they have enough. And you got Turner. He can have a good series because you know Truson, he in a little trouble right now.
Right.
you know, he doing stuff he shouldn't be doing. So we're gonna see if he be focused, which I don't think he will be, because when you dating a Kardashian and then you do something to them, it's everybody, the whole world know. If he was dating somebody normal, it won't be such a big deal.
What's going on with that? What happened with that?
You ain't hear about that?
No, I don't know anything about that.
So you know he's dating or whatever. He's with Khloe.
I know
Kardashian,
that much. That's all I know.
But I guess some tape came out of him being with some other female at a club or something. Then another one, and y'all don't quote me on it. I'm just saying what I heard. Then he got caught on security cameras going to a hotel with somebody recently. Okay. So you know, she's pregnant. You know. Wait, so she was pregnant. She was. So she had the baby. I don't think she's supposed to have the baby like 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, another 2 weeks. She wasn't supposed to have the baby.
Who's pregnant?
Khloe Kardashian.
Khloe is pregnant. Okay.
By Tristan. So yeah, and she wasn't supposed to have the baby in another 2 weeks, and she had him I think yesterday. Came early. Okay. Because I guess she's been stressing out and stuff like that.
You up on this? Yeah, I need to. Brush
shout out to the
my
Breakfast Club. That's what gave me the information.
I need to. Breakfast.
Yeah, so shout out to the Breakfast Club, y'all.
Yeah, okay.
That's one of my people got me doing this. Breakfast Club, Gary V, and Jalen and Jacoby. Yeah. Shout out to them three.
Jalen and Jacoby. Okay.
And Tim Ferriss, you know, he's a beast too. He's the number one guy out there right now. But yeah, so I don't think Tristan gonna be focused. So maybe Miles Turner might have a good series against him. So we'll see. So like I said, I pick Cavs in 5. What you got, Nate?
Man, I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one. I'm gonna pick the Cavs in 5 as well.
Because they all hyped on Oladipo and all this. He's still Oladipo. Yeah. He's still that same guy. We'll see what you do this series. You had a good season. But we gonna see what you gonna do.
Right.
So what you got, Doir?
I say Cavs in 5, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel the Pacers only got like 1 game. I mean, Oladipo, he's a bucket getter though, but I feel like him against LeBron.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs more help playing against him. So I say Cavs in 5.
All right, what's that next one?
The next one we got the Jazz and the Thunder.
All right, that's my team, the OKC Thunder. Y'all, that's my team. So
the most anticipated, I think, first round playoff is this one right here.
So
and what's it called? And the Cavs signed Kendrick Perkins under.
Thank you. That's why we have Doir here.
Come on,
that's why we have Doir here. So shout out to Doir for that. Shout out to Kendrick Perkins. You can get the hand claps, Kendrick Perkins. He's back with the Cavs. You know what I'm saying? So he came from the G League and they gave him a 1 game. He came in strong too. The game he played. So he probably, because they said he's gonna be a 10-game rotation. That's what Tyronn Lue say he gonna do.
10-man rotation.
Yeah, that's all he gonna do. So I don't think Perkins gonna be in rotation. Or maybe he will. But shout out to him for still, you know what I'm saying? He been bouncing kind of like out of the league for like 2 years, but he wanted to come back, man. So I want to say shout out to my boy Perk. Congratulations for coming back to the team, man. Do your thing. I'm gonna say he gonna get some playing time. I think they can use him, man. So he'll come back and do these things. So shout out to thanks Doir for bringing it up. Cause I straight up forgot about that. So shout out. So back to the OKC and Utah. I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna say 5 in that one too. Cause I think Russell Westbrook against Ricky Rubio is it's gonna be
barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken. It's gonna be some barbecue chicken. Like he gonna have nightmares. He having them already. Like, I gotta hold him. They might not even start him. They might put him on the bench and put somebody else in there because Russ is gonna have a field day. And like I said earlier about Paul George, he told him y'all forgot about playoff Paul. So playoff Paul gonna come out. It can't give me a lot of encouragement because he didn't have a good year to me. He shot 30% last few games. So. But I think this can make it relevant, even though I think he's gonna leave anyway. But I think Melo, the game's slowing down. I think he'll get more shots, some big shots, and he'll play harder. And like I said, I think I'll pick them. Cause I think it starts in OKC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I said they're gonna win the first 2, so that momentum gonna go like that. Yeah, so I'll say Thunder in 5.
Now, this is the most anticipated, I think, matchup because there's a lot of stuff surrounding the Thunder and what they're going to do in the offseason.
Right.
And what what's going to – yeah, so, and you're right, you cannot go on to the second round if you're the Thunder. You know, there's so much pressure on you if you a Westbrook. But all that being said, I got the Thunder in 4. I got a sweep on this series.
Ooh, like that?
I got a sweep on the series.
Thunder in 4?
Sweep. I got a sweep. I got a
Man,
clean
another
sweep
thing
on
too.
this series. This is the only sweep I got. But this is the
Russell,
sweep I got right here.
Russell did another triple-double for the season back-to-back years.
Back-to-back.
That's amazing. And we were talking about the MVP and stuff. This dude got another triple-double for the... So where's he at in MVP candidate?
Right. Well, where's he at in the race?
This dude did another triple-double.
Listen. This is the only dude that I want to talk about other than, like, when you talk about MVP, we talk about who's going to win it. And when you define most valuable player, in my eyes, it's going to be LeBron James. And you talk about Harden, great year, awesome. Who else we got in the run-ins? Anthony Davis, cool, awesome, right? We have another guy in the run-in. Who else? Who's top 5? I don't even know. But anyway, the only other person I want to talk about other than LeBron MVP is Russell Westbrook. That's the only other guy because he's the only one who's doing stuff that LeBron is not doing. All these other MVP candidates LeBron is doing is probably one-upping him a little bit.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? But I think Westbrook is the only one who's doing something LeBron is not doing and has not done. You know what I mean? So, we talk about MVP every year. You know what I mean? And we talk about LeBron James being a potential candidate every year. We need to be talking about Westbrook the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Triple double, man. We
need to be talking about Westbrook. We need to start talking about Westbrook the same way.
With
year
Paul
after
George
year, year
and
after year, year
Carmelo
after year,
on the team.
Year after year, you're gonna be talking about MVP.
Because last year he didn't have no help, so this year he did it again with Paul George and with Carmelo, and you still did it. So you think he gonna catch? He gonna be when his career over. He gonna have the most triple doubles in his career.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, catch the big O.
Yeah, he'll catch him.
Okay. I think he'll catch him too.
So Doir, who you got that series? Thunder, Utah. What you got?
I say Thunder in 6.
In 6.
I give Jazz 2.
Okay.
Like, I feel Diamond's gonna make a big show. You know
Okay.
since playoffs, he's a rookie. He's gonna make a show.
But yeah, I think that's gonna kind of hurt him too because he's a rookie. So he only need a little experience. So getting your mental and you the best player on the team. Well, I wouldn't say the best player. Gobert might be the best team player on the team. So he might relieve some of that stress off of him.
Yeah, I think Mitchell did put the spotlight on himself with this Rookie of the Year talk, and I think that's going to show a little bit against this Thunder team. This Thunder team, we have no parts of being upset in the first round.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that Mitchell's quite ready to take on the spotlight that he is shining on himself right now. And I like Mitchell for the Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah.
I do, but playoff time is different. You know what I mean? And I just. I got to see it, of course, and I'll be impressed with anything that he does. He does well. But I think my mind is telling me going with the Thunder in a 4-game sweep.
And Paul George, somebody coming after him, so it's going to be kind of rough on him, man. Because Paul George is a good defender, so.
Oh, man, I think he's like all-time defender in my book.
So I think he led the lead in steals this year, too, so.
He reminds me of Scottie Pippen.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to defense.
But he don't dunk like Scottie. Scottie come through that lane and
like I said,
dunk on you.
As a defender, he reminds me of Scottie Pippen a lot.
So who we got? We got what, 2 more?
We got one more tomorrow, and that's the Timberwolves and the Rockets.
So that series.
I thought that's gonna be a great series.
You think so?
That's gonna be a great series.
I don't know about great. It depends if Jimmy Butler come to play.
Yeah, yeah.
So because he
also
and Wiggins,
Towns,
yeah. Towns kind of he was in the spotlight. He kind of like faded away. We don't talk about Towns no more.
Towns has good 3 quarters. Like first 3 quarters, he's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
But then the fourth quarter, he does a little bit of fade away a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons. You know what I mean? But he's like he's an all-skill big man. I'm gonna call him all-skill big. He's an all-skill big man. I mean, he got all the skills for a big man. We talk about the European players getting all that training earlier on as big men. I think he was one of those guys. He just got all the skills. He got the jumper. He got, you know what I mean? He got the face-up drive. He got the post game. His defense is getting there a little bit more. You know what I mean? He's pretty solid as a big man as far as skill sets. You know what I mean? What you think? I mean, I think he's He's pretty solid, but he's not a master of, dominance yet. He's not that big man who's dominating to the point where you're like, okay, fourth quarter, we got to get it to Towns right now, But, I think...
Who you got winning that series?
Oh,
that's easy, man. You don't have to think about that series,
I'm thinking about the numbers. I got the Rockets for sure. I think the Timberwolves are deficient in a lot of areas in matchups, man. I just think that, and I think when I watched that game, man, Jimmy Butler, man, he showed me that his legs are not there at all. You know what I mean? And I don't know, and this it's going to be a little bit more weight on them now. I think they're expecting Jimmy Butler to carry this team to the, you know what I'm saying?
They had a lot of expectations coming in the season.
They have a lot of expectations.
You got Wiggins, you got Towns, you got Jimmy, you got Jamal Crawford, you got
Jamal still got it.
What's the other big man, the number 67? What's his name?
Oh, you got Taj Gibson.
Taj Gibson, yeah, you got Taj Gibson in there. So on paper, it was pretty good, but they don't get swept. Get the brooms out.
That's it.
They getting swept.
Yeah, I'm trying to give them a game. You know what I mean?
They ain't getting no game.
I'm trying to give them a game, but it's looking kind of hard. You know what I mean? Trying to give them a game, but I don't know.
Nah, it ain't happening. So what you got to give a prediction? Just one game?
I said I give them one game.
5. What'd you give them, Doir?
I say Rockets. But
you said it's gonna be a great series. Explain why you said that.
I mean, he said Jimmy Butler got legs, but I feel like he's a baller. So I feel like when lights, he's ready when the lights come on. So I feel like he'll be. Yeah, I feel like he'll.
I think he'll be ready.
Yeah.
But
so how many games you give him then?
I say 6.
Go 6?
5 or 6.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna be sweet. So yeah, they ain't got no answer for James Harden, so he gonna miss you down there. So if Wiggins had his head right, you know what I'm saying? Even though Jimmy Butler's not doing his thing, he could kind of fill that void and make him better. And then, but he's not there mentally either. So they got Derrick Rose though. He might make a difference. Oh, Derrick Rose is back, man. So
hey man, I gotta be
about Derrick Rose.
Hey, we doing in-game analysis, so I gotta be PC. I can't be doing all that negative stuff right now.
So yeah, I don't know. Is that all the games? Did we cover all the teams?
Man, that's it. So that's all. That's 8 matchups right there. We got,
All right, we should have wrote it down so we can see what we got. Right, but we'll come back to this. That's fine. Ain't no big deal.
Right, I didn't write it down.
So we in here watching the next game about to come on right now. It's about to be Toronto and the Wizards.
Why Kawhi?
We watching Jalen Rose, man. I mean, he always sharp, man. I like Jalen. We got Chauncey on here. Yeah. He always sharp too. Paul Pierce on here. I like Paul Pierce, but I don't know. Oh, it's a delay. It's a delay in the
water leak in the arena.
How you know it's a water leak in there? Is it coming? That's a long ways down. Is it coming on the court?
Somebody found it.
It's in the restroom. We got water leak. We can't do this. Get a water leak. You stopping the game from a water leak?
Hey, somebody found that water leak.
Man, get out of here.
Are they playing up north?
That's probably why. Are they? Yeah.
They playing up north.
They stalling because Drake ain't there yet. They wait for Drake to get there. He had a show last night or something, so he on his way. So he told him to say water leak. They wait for Drake. They can't start without Drake.
Yeah, I got to MC this joint. I got to be there.
Let's talk. We said we'll talk about some music. So let's talk about a little music, man. Okay. Like I said, I'm not really into the like the rap, but I know a little bit about. I know a little something. So like I said, y'all know more. Maybe know more than me. But I'm gonna start with Drake. Like he got that. He did that new song God's Plan. Oh, that was dope. He giving people different like money and stuff, and like real people. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He going in the city giving people things, giving checks. He gave like a single mother, helped her out a little bit, and they was crying.
You talking about the video?
Yeah, the video was real dope.
Okay.
And I seen another video he did with the women.
Right.
You seen that one? That was a dope.
It's the one that just dropped last week.
Yeah.
With Lauryn Hill in the back.
Yeah. That was real dope, man. So, like, I don't know. No, somebody was saying on the radio. I think it was the Breakfast Club. They was talking about how he's still doing this thing like all these years. You know what I'm saying? Because some people like him, they just come in, they kill it, they kind of fade out.
Oh, you talking about Drake?
Yeah, Drake. But he's still on top, man.
He's still doing the same.
Is he the best rapper right now? Still?
No.
Oh, you guys that quick.
No, he's not the best rapper, I don't think. I mean, he's entertaining. He's a lyricist.
Top 3.
He's good. Oh man, I don't know. I have to think about that, man. But as far as right now in the game,
we ain't talking about all time. We talking about right now.
It's right now in the game.
Yeah, because we know Pop, we know Jay-Z, Big. I ain't saying he on them.
No.
But right now,
yeah, I knew what you was talking about.
But
when you said, let me see, right now, you talking about cats who still making music.
Yeah.
And had albums in the last 5 years or so like that.
So who you gonna put, Meek or Kendrick in front of him right now?
Okay, so if we taking out the Jay-Z, we taking out the Nas and all that stuff.
Yeah, take all those.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about right now.
You say who's the other one you gave me?
I said, is it Meek or is it Kendrick?
Kendrick.
Or J. Cole.
Kendrick. Oh man, Cole, man, Cole and Drake to me are almost neck and neck as far as their abilities.
Really?
I feel like. What you feel?
I can't comment too much.
I'm not too
don't
much
really know.
either. No, I'm just go off with. Ain't neither one of them in my playlist. Can we go ahead and give that disclaimer? Drake is not in my playlist.
Okay.
I mean, not to say he's not good.
Dior, is in yours?
Yeah.
I'm 38, about to be 39. He's not in my playlist.
Got you.
But a lot of people are not in my playlist. Tupac is not in my playlist.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll
say that on air.
That's your era too, dude.
I'll say that right here on the mic. Y'all can go ahead and persecute me.
You about to get the booze.
Hey,
boo.
I'm from.
One more time. I can't believe it. I can't believe you said that, man.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say it, but I'm just saying that just to be fair. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those cats who are like, just kind of trying, dissing on this generation because I think I like Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
I like the new Rhapsody.
Yeah, she's dope.
I think she's dope.
I've been watching this new thing on Netflix, man, called Rapture. They showing different.
With T.I. and all
that mug is dope. It's like people on there. I don't listen to rap like that. I hear it on movies like that, but they had a dude named Logic on there.
Yeah, it took me time to kind of figure out what he's about.
I kind of like the dude. I really like him. Like he seemed genuine. He seemed like real. You know what I'm saying? And he's real positive with the kids because this generation they different, man. Doir, he's sitting right here. I'm not telling y'all weird, but they a little different, man.
Yeah.
So a lot of them going through like mental health. I would say mental. They like committing suicide a lot now. They kind of have a lot of pressure because social media is on them. Like trying to be something they not. So Logic I think he's that guy kind of helping them out, man.
Yeah.
What you think about Logic?
I feel like Logic is nice. Logic is a nice rapper.
Yeah.
Definitely in our generation. I mean, a lot of us can, I guess, relate to him, I guess.
Right, exactly.
A lot of that he spits, so
yeah.
Nice.
And he's black too, man. I ain't know that. Not saying he's a dip, but he's black and white. I'm like, wow. He looks more white than he does black. Yeah. And normally the black side come out more than the white side. But the white side beat him on this one.
It did. Kind of got him.
And I seen him on there. I seen another guy named G something.
See, I stopped the first two episodes. I watched the first two one with Nas and what's that other guy? That Nas
East,
signed.
David West, East
David
or something?
West.
David East, I think.
Oh, you're talking about Davies?
Davies? Yeah, Davies.
Davies is nice.
I like him. He's nice.
Yeah.
Davies is nice.
And I'm gonna have to see. Look, that show was able to. Now I'm gonna have to go in.
You gotta watch all of them. They all
okay.
And it always give you that.
I knew about Logic a little bit. And I didn't know about Davies like that. I heard of his name, and then I listened.
I didn't know he
hooped.
So he said he's a baller.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go in and look into that a little bit more. I think I'm gonna go in and look into Davies.
Yeah, but who's that? Have you watched that Rapture?
I haven't watched it. I've seen like a little.
It's another guy named. He's another white guy. It's saying G something.
I know you're talking about though.
G Mays or G's.
I know you're talking about.
I apologize, man. You watch this podcast and I mess your name up. But he dope too. I like him. He's cool. And 2 Chainz. He did thing with him. Everyone know who 2 Chainz is, but he went kind of deep in how he became who he was. Okay. You know what I'm saying? How he grew up. His mom and dad was a drug addict. Okay. He's real big on trap music.
Yeah.
So he was saying how his mom and dad they had trap house when he was growing up. So he said growing up people would come in and out of the house with drugs and stuff. That's all he seen all day. So when he got older, he did the same thing. You know. So. Okay. He changed his life around now. So they showed also he had broke his leg right before his tour. So they said, oh man, he was on the 4-wheeler, he broke his leg and did something to his arm. So it's like, oh man, the tour's over. But the dude, he still did the tour. He told his management team to get him a special wheelchair. So he had one of the dancers. She did the choreography. She was dancing and moving around, doing her thing.
Is that right?
So it was pretty dope, man.
Okay.
So yeah, if y'all not watching, y'all go check out Rapture, man. It's a dope documentary.
That's good.
And then in T.I., he went around. You seen that one? He went around.
I haven't seen that one
getting
yet.
He went around getting civil rights moving people. So he got I don't mess their name up either, but he went around and giving advice because he trying to help out the Black Lives Matter thing with people getting killed and stuff like that. So it kind of touched him and kind of go out. What can he do to help with that?
Are you talking about G-Eazy?
G-Eazy, that's his name. G-Eazy. See, that's why you see he's doing his job, man.
Told you.
So man, shout out to Doir again. Doir.
I told you.
Man, he's great, man. So he's gonna be the we're gonna call him the engineer on this thing. So yeah, so G-Eazy. Shout out to him. He's dope. I think I got 2 more episodes to go and I'll be done with it, but it's pretty good, man. Once I get one thing, I like to finish it. I don't like to be scattered everywhere on Netflix and watching this, watching that, no.
Yeah.
I want to finish it. I don't watch nothing else but that.
Right.
So I finish
That's why I like Netflix like that,
yeah,
man. You can just go ahead and finish it out, you know what I mean? But it spoiled me a little bit, but then I kind of, I've been learning to kind of even it out a little bit and give myself some space in between each episodes instead of just like binging out, because I usually just binge out and just watch it, especially if it's good enough. I'm binging. I'm like, I'm binging. I'm watching this thing. You know what I mean? And if it's good enough, I'm binging. So, I like Netflix in that manner, and I do want to watch more of them. I watched 2 of them. And I think like I said, now I can go to sleep because I have to.
Right.
So now I can cut it off and I can pick it up later.
Yeah. And Netflix, man, when they first came out, it was cool, it was new, but it kind of fell off a little bit. And so I started watching Hulu more, because Hulu, the thing they got against Netflix, the current shows now you watching, you can go and watch it on there the next day. As soon as they come out, you can watch that. But Netflix, what they did now is they have like the movies and things like that, shows, but they have their own, their own series now. So like the comics, they have their own comedy series now, the comics on stage like that. Yeah. So that kind of set them apart. They got their own little cooking shows, like basically their own little things. I like watching their stuff more than I like to watch other people's stuff. And I think Hulu, they have that thing where they have the new shows coming out like that. So I like both of them. I pay for both of them. I pay for my own subscription. I don't ask my sister or my friend, hey, give me your password, your email. How people do it. I'm guilty of that. I did it too, but I don't do no more. So
we're community. We're community.
So Doir, do you watch Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the show on there that you like?
Well, a movie that just came out, I think it was last week.
Okay.
It's a movie called Amateur. It's about a 14-year-old basketball
player. That was good. I was wondering if you watched that.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's all right. To be honest, I didn't really like it, but it's all right.
Like him as an actor, he cool, but I liked him better as an actor when he was smaller, I think. But I think since he don't want power, right?
He's still small.
Yeah, he's still small, but I don't know, man. I'll check it out.
Like, he's a good actor, just like how the whole movie was set up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't really like it, but it was alright.
Give us one more that you watch on Netflix.
What's something else I watch on Netflix?
You watch Stranger Things?
Nuh-uh.
I heard it's good. Have you watched that?
I haven't.
It just the title. I want the title Stranger Things. I don't want to watch that.
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched Stranger Things.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I've not been baited into that yet. I've been baited into a lot of shows, but Stranger Things is not one of them yet.
And but give us one of your shows though.
On Netflix.
Give us something out there so we can to get the audience out there.
Get them going. Whatever I watched. I did watch that Amateur thing. I watched like a lot of the new stuff.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me go into my play. I do own my Netflix. Yes, I do. I do own my Netflix. But there's some things I do not own.
Yeah,
I do own my Netflix. Let's see what I've watched. I started watching that The Legends.
The Legends?
Yeah, it's Premier League Legends, the soccer documentary.
Oh,
I've been watching that. It's pretty
good. You play soccer?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm into,
documentaries.
Weird stuff.
Yeah.
Documentaries and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know anything about soccer, but
so it's called Legends?
It's called Premier League Legends.
Okay.
I'm in this episode 2 right now.
All right.
And again, it's not as good. It's not good enough to binge. But that's the last thing I've watched. On Netflix. Anyway.
I have another movie I watched.
What's that?
It's called Burning Sands.
Yeah, I like Burning Sands. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it was like
fraternity.
It just, I think It ended the way it ended. I think it should have ended a little different. I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
I think it started strong. And to me, it looked realistic. You know what I'm saying? Because it was about fraternity and stuff like that. So black fraternity. So like I say, it was pretty good. But I think the ending it was kind of weird how it ended. But that was a pretty good thing. And I think another one on there because you bring it up is Emerald. I think it's called Emerald something.
Wait, are you talking about with that black dude?
In the car.
Imperial Dreams?
Yeah. Imperial Dream. I knocked that all out. Imperial Dream. That's a dope little movie on there too. So he's a good actor. So we watching the game again. We watching Toronto and Washington right now. Toronto's up 12-4. So like I said, I think Toronto gonna win that series. So yeah, y'all, we not gonna be here all day, man. I think we so far we have a pretty good podcast so far. But I'm gonna give you guys kind of an update. Remember, you guys can go on Apple Podcasts and watch this episode. Listen to this episode. Listen, and you go to YouTube and you can watch this episode. Also, you can listen on Podbean and you can listen on SoundCloud and catch us on Facebook and catch us on Instagram, man. We gonna Nate let me know. I need to get on Twitter too. So
yeah, you gotta get on that Twitter.
Yeah, so we gonna get that on Twitter. But another thing, also, y'all, like we said earlier, we're gonna do once we get a name there, then we'll let you guys know next episode. Next time we together, we're going to do another one too, y'all. But next time we do it, we should have a name. We should have a name for the next podcast, you know. But like I said, it's going to be about sports and stuff. About sports and music. Okay. That's what it'll be about because you can always talk about that.
Yeah.
So say if we were on that thing, I would also bring up how Dez Bryant is no longer a Cowboy. Man, he gone, man. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm a big Cowboys fan, but I wasn't too mad or sad, but I was shocked though. I knew he might leave. I was like, nah, he ain't going nowhere. He gonna go in there and Jerry, I'm sorry and all that. But dude, he gone.
That's it.
And like I said, Dez was great, man.
Yeah,
he was a great receiver, but lately he hasn't been. He's been injured. He hasn't been that guy. Like from the 10-yard line to the end zone, he's unstoppable. I think you got to double him. He's still catching on the ball. But I think him running his routes, him being disruptive on the sideline sometimes, you know, and he's an emotional guy. Because like I think one thing why his numbers went down is because Romo was his guy. Romo always gave him the ball when he wanted. He know where he go here. But Dak Prescott was more of a whoever's open, I'm gonna get that person the ball. So when a rookie come in there and that's how he played, which to me is a cool way to play. They's not used to that, so his numbers went down because he wasn't used to it. He's the number one target. But Dak, he was the guy. He see Beasley open, I'm gonna give it to Beasley. He see Terrence Williams open, he'll give him to him. Or he see Zeke, he gonna give it to him. But like I said, Romo gave the ball to Dez Bryant and Witten most of the time.
Yeah.
So I think Dez, it's different. So, and he's gone now, which he said he's gonna say in the NFL. NFC East, which I don't think he will. He's gonna need to come maybe here to the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's probably like the only place for him, you know.
And he won't get paid that money. He won't either. So it's too late. But
you know,
he'll do good here, though. I think.
Yeah.
But depends who the quarterback is, though.
I don't know why that was such a surprise to a lot of people. You know.
You knew he was leaving?
Dez.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the gameplay on the field,
right,
and how he's getting the ball less and less compared to and him really like not being happy about it, and you know, you just kind of felt that was a trend that was going to happen. You know, like they're probably going to try and get. It's just probably a football move, more or less than all this other talk about. He wasn't a good fit. He was losing his sideline and all this other stuff. I think it was a football decision. You know what I mean? I just think
at the end
of the day, it was a football decision because when you think about it, you brought up some good points. What kind of receiver he is, Dez Bryant is, and it just doesn't fit right now because unfortunately, he just didn't get enough touches or enough attempts towards his way to be effective, and that's kind of his thing. He needs to have that.
Right.
He needs to have attention to him. And get the ball thrown his way to be effective. Yeah. As a good wide receiver in the game, he's not one of those. And it's a very few. It's a very handful. There's not a lot of receivers out there in the history of the game who's able to demand the ball and say like like in the LeBron James or Michael Jordan type of way, and get the shot in the fourth quarter. Not a lot of receivers can not touch the ball for 3 quarters and then demand the ball in the fourth quarter
and then kill it
and be successful. I think only one, Randy Moss. You know what I'm saying? Was probably the only one I could think of who could be sitting and chilling like a whole game, and then you get the ball in the fourth quarter and he's going to deliver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only cat I can remember. Even Jerry Rice had touches throughout the game. You know what I'm saying?
T.O. too, another one.
T.O. You know what I'm saying? So, he's one of the common trait for a receiver is to want the ball throughout the game so he can stay
rhythm.
Stay in the rhythm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
but
and
he
didn't fit his system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So best of luck to Dez out there because I still like Dez, but he's with Jordan Brand. I love Jordan, and Jordan. I'm always winning Jordan. You got George behind me. So Jordan, you need to sponsor my podcast or something. Just give me some. I could be the first one of your first podcast clients sponsored because Kevin Hart he gets sponsored by Nike. He ain't no athlete. You know what I'm saying? He
That's true.
But he's still running it, so I guess that's different. I'm sitting in my butt. But I could be a model or something, Jordan. I'll model all your shoes.
Better get on that workout plan.
Any shoe you want, I'll do it. I'll hope a little bit too, man.
Podcast and host fitness model.
Yeah, something, man. So shout out to Jordan.
Plan.
I love Jordan Brand. I don't say people like you always want people. I don't need Jordan on it. That's me.
He travel.
I love Jordan, so
travel.
I'm always doing that.
Did he travel Dior? He traveled. Did you see him?
Yeah.
I
seen that. I didn't know they caught it. I seen that though.
Yeah. So the score: Toronto 22, Washington 13. So that's the score for the game.
What
so
did I call a sweep on that one? Did I call a sweep on that one? No. Did I give it a game?
We have to go back on the podcast and listen.
Remember.
So we need to mark it down.
I knew.
So yeah, man. So yeah, y'all. So this is. I think this is the episode right here, man. It was a good episode. We made our predictions. And like I said, we're going to come back to this episode. We're going to see if we were right or wrong.
No, I get it. Thunder. That's what I said. Thunder sweep. That's what I called it. Thunder sweep.
I don't think you said them. I don't think you said.
But I didn't give him too much credit. I
thought
this Washington. I did kind of boo-booed on Washington a little bit.
Yeah. So, but again, I want to thank Nate for coming back. Like I said, we're going to do our own thing on another podcast. We're going to make a new one. So shout out to him, and we're going to get shout out to Doir for coming through, being our research guy. You know what I'm saying? He going to be that. We appreciate you coming in. So we're going to get both of them the hand claps on there. Thank y'all for being here.
So, thanks, Marcus, for having us.
Yeah, thank you, Marcus.
Always, man. Always, son. We're gonna make this into something, man. So, but yeah, man. We're gonna enjoy the rest of our day, man.
Hey, you remember Senior Hall show? You remember that when they brought him out? Senior Hall.
Dior wouldn't have thought about it when that show came out. I was little. I know he wasn't born.
I was not born.
But yeah, we said last episode before we end this. I said when I first met Dior, he was like 2 or 3, and he knew everything about cars, man.
All of them.
So and then his the person he was real close with, she's not here with us no more. Grandma Sweet, she loved Dior. You better not did nothing to Dior. She'll get you. So rest in peace to Nana, man. We love you always. And what we're saying about car, you still do the car thing?
Nah, a little bit.
A
little bit.
Yeah, so you more sports now.
Yeah, more sports now.
So give a shout out to your high school. Your high school you go to, you playing basketball?
I go to Chandler High. I'm playing basketball.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be coming to the games, So we're gonna start critiquing them on the court. We're gonna come on the podcast. I'm like, so he put up 30 on them, 10 rebounds. He could have did better. We needed 50, I'm just playing, but yeah, we gonna have him on here a little bit more and stuff. So shout out to his mom and dad for having him on here too. Shout out to Keely and Mike and Danae. That's my little cousin. So yeah, man. So we're gonna end like this, man. So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, man. Make sure to catch us on Apple Podcast.